Hello everybody, it's Christine. It's time for a scrapbook process video, and it is a design team layout video for Color Rush Studio. That's the logo, by the way. Isn't that gorgeous? It's a little rainbow, like, whoosh of paint looking stuff. Anyway, design team layout, and I think I'm going to go a little funky. And I actually mentioned this in one of my earlier videos. I think it was last week's. This is supposed to be popsicles. Like, it's, it's kind of matches the, let me see where it's at. Little popsicle shape. But when I was showing my daughter the kit, she goes, oh, look, it's little teas. It's little boba teas or little teas. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so funny. It is. It's a great little perspective on these little pieces. So, I'm not sure if I'm going to use all four. I might. There's also little glasses, by the way. Aren't those cute? I might, but I have this picture of me and my daughter. We were actually shopping in downtown McKinney, and I think this was actually technically a lemonade, but it looks like one of our little teas. It might have been a tea. And I'm going to make this like You Are My Sweetie or something like that. I'm going to use these little teas. Or I'm going to call them teas. Why not? And then I'm thinking I'm going to do something a little funky with this and do like, I saw something on Pinterest. I can't show you guys because unfortunately I still don't have internet. And I use my phone to record, so I can't like show you what's on my phone. So I may try to put up here if I find it again. It really was just inspiration anyway, but they kind of had taken and like put the corner. I don't know how I'm going to do that though. I need to think about this. They put like little corner things. It was like kind of random in a way. So maybe I'll switch that up just a tad. I don't know. I have to think about it, but I'm kind of thinking about using these two pieces of paper. I still have like little colorful pieces, and that still looks really pretty. I don't know if I'll cut that out though. I still have a few, like I have the popsicles and stuff yet still, and I do have this stripe, so I don't know if I use the stripe. The thing is, I don't want to use these for popsicles because this is about teas now. So I'm gonna think about it. I have to think about it. But anyways, let me kind of get myself figured out a little more strongly. Also, I have this fussy cut piece here. This was off the one that had the wreath on the side, I think, and the wreath kind of went like this. And I'm thinking I might use it, on the side of one of these. Something like this, maybe? I don't know. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So let me get to cutting or thinking a little bit, and I'll be back on in a minute. Okay, you guys. So what I did is I flipped over the heart paper because I got scared about drawing on the front. And I thought, well, if I mess up a line or something, at least I'm not on the front. And really, basically, initially I thought to, like, try to make, like, triangles or just normal things. And I thought to myself, you know what? Just draw. Just go for it, man. Just use a ruler and draw whatever shapes you want. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm just taking my pen and a ruler. Now, I will say the one thing I'm doing is see, there's that little diagonal kind of stripe. I am kind of lining my ruler up on the diagonal stripe on some of these just to make sure that it's kind of straight. I didn't want it to look, so weird and wonky that it didn't make sense. So you can kind of see there. That's, again, it's kind of so the angles match. And so, yeah, that's what I did. And so now I'm just going to take my scissors and cut those pieces out. And it's just real scientific, not. There's no measurements here, you guys. I can't even I thought to start using my cutter. That was like, no. Every time I try to use my cutter after I turn the thing diagonally, I tell myself, why are you doing that? Your cutter is not big enough. So, yeah. So, anyway, I just take my scissors and I start cutting this out. Like I said, I'm going to cut away in just a second so you don't have to sit there and watch me cut them all out. But basically, it didn't take me very long either. I just take this, I cut it out. You'll see in a second, I'm going to flip it over so the hearts are all facing the right direction. And that was another thing I had to pay kind of attention to, was make sure I didn't lay them down the wrong way. And so here's just me cutting out the last little piece. Now, here's the neat part, and I kind of show you, although I hope I don't go too fast. I have this, like, remaining shape, the negative of it, and I thought, that could be really pretty on top of these popsicles for another layout. So I may do that again. I know it's kind of basically the same shape, only reversed, but why not? I think it's pretty. So anyway, I got my little shapes here, and I've decided I want to put the frazzle, the little pink gingham frazzle up underneath the triangles. I think I was thinking, oh yeah, so here I was thinking about maybe matting my photo, and I decided no, there really wasn't enough contrast between the white and the little diamond pattern, so I decided against that. So I'm going to use my ATG just to kind of tack down these triangles. I'm not going all the way to the edge because I do want to put the frazzle up underneath it. So you'll notice I'm just kind of going kind of on the outside edge, but then just kind of toward the middle. And then in a second, I'm going to cut away. I'm not going to make you sit there and watch me, but I'll take my little pink frazzle and I'll just kind of eyeball measure it around the outside edges I just give myself a little contrast, honestly, is the point. And my daughter has a pink t-shirt on, so I thought the pink was really kind of cute. I kind of almost wish she had had flip-flops on because I would have used the flip-flops that come in the ephemera, but she didn't. She had on tennis shoes, so I don't use the flip-flops, you guys. I still have enough for at least one more layout. Frankly, I could probably get two more if I want to. So maybe I'll do a bonus layout. I normally just do 3 for the design team, but I might could do another one and figure out where I can drop that into the calendar. So yeah, this is the last of me gluing down my little frazzle piece. I did just use Nuvo glue to kind of put it behind the little yellow heart. And a few little places I had to add extra glue to the edges of my heart paper. And that's kind of my, that's basically my base layout. And then what I'm fixing to do is I'm going to get up my little acrylic pieces, because the whole point, if I'm 100% honest with you and using this photo and making this layout, was to use these little acrylic popsicle / boba teas or teas. So I got to trim these little pieces off here, but I think this turned out really cute. I'm actually not even, it's a little wonky, a little different. It's not your typical like L design or T design or anything like that. It's just a little different, and I really like it. Like I said, I kind of saw something on Pinterest. It didn't stay, like I lost it, so I don't remember the exact layout, but if you see it and you want to make sure you take credit, if it was yours, please take credit if you want to. Won't hurt my feelings, not one bit. But basically, it's just kind of this wonky triangle deal. I did decide to put the picture up on foam because I knew I couldn't get the matte to work. There wasn't any kind of contrasting, not really a dark enough contrasting paper to make a photo matte, so I did put it up on foam. And then I have my little cutout berries here, and I do have to rotate a little bit. I thought about letting it go top to bottom on the picture, but I thought, no, I don't really care for that too much. So I do turn it just a tad so that the cut edges are kind of behind the photo and the bottom of the layout down there. And I kind of like that. I'm not going to lie. I think that looks neat. So I'm going to glue that down. I don't know if I glue my photo down for just a little bit, because I think I start messing now with my embellishments and stuff. So I take my little teas. I'm like, okay, how do I want these to go? I want to have a little visual triangle. I'll put 2 right there. I'll put a purple one at the top. I got my pink one. So I do use all 4 on this layout. I pull out this summer a couple of times. The date on this is actually May 20th, 2023, I think it is. And so it's kind of summer. I mean, it's obviously warm already because she's in shorts and like a, short sleeve tank top or whatever. It is warm, but I wouldn't say it's necessarily, quote, summer. I mean, summer is, June? I could have used it, and I kind of looked at it a couple times, but I decided against it eventually. I'm looking through things. I'm like, okay, I'm not really sure. Let me kind of get my title. I do like the little flowers, too. That was the other thing I wanted to use. I want to make sure I use these little flowers because they're just so sweet and feminine, and this is about my daughter. So I thought, okay, well, let me get my title going. And I wanted it to be, "You Are My Swee-tea." Now, I will tell you, I've used all my E's, you guys. I have to think of titles now that don't have a bunch of E's in them, because I just used 3 of them right here. I'm fixing to. I'll have to sit there and kind of mess with this, though, because it's a little bit longer. It makes a little wider title, so I'll end up kind of going to the outside of that little triangle there, but it works out perfectly. I'm perfectly happy with it. But it takes me just a second. And also, I wanted to make sure I said Swee-tea, and so I have to kind of mess with that. What am I doing right now? I think I'm readjusting because I'm realizing I'm going to run out of room. And then I got to move my T over. There we go. And I'm going to spell T here. My things are sticking to me, you guys. I'll have to organize this just a little bit here and there. I'm going to have to wiggle this around and make it fit. And I do a little bit of a wonky title, all kind of different heights and stuff as opposed to straight across. And then I'll use my little dot right smack dab in the middle, so it's Swee-tea. Isn't that cute? And then I do pull out a purple font from my stash for the You Are My, just to kind of make it a little bit different. Here's me still messing with these little pieces here, yo. I actually end up deciding to use the sunglasses from the ephemera pack, too. There's not really a good reason, except I like the blue in it because it kind of went with her shorts. So I'll pull these out and start looking through here, and I'll think about these sunglasses, and I'll pull them out. I think right now, actually. No, actually, I'll pull the flowers out. I decided I like these little paper ephemera flowers here, and just to kind of add my interest to my little clusters. And I had 2 yellows and then a pink and blue one, so I have to kind of mess with this. I have to think on it just a second. Honestly, I could probably have come back in here with some kind of sequins or something, but I always, when I use acrylics, I kind of like them to be the star of the show. I just think, and especially these ones, because there's a sparkle in them. There's like a little glittery sparkle to them. And I think it's really cute just the way they are. So I don't want to add extra stuff necessarily. Here's me again, kind of going through this ephemera. I don't know if I found those sunglasses yet. I don't see them on my layout yet. So I do it at some point. I'll decide that I like those sunglasses. Maybe it's toward the end, actually. So I'm kind of looking at this. I'm going, okay, that's cute. So here's my stash font here. I put You Are My. And it's purple, but I think it's neat because the pink and the purple are like on the same spectrum or something. You know what I mean? Oh, I had pulled out the glasses at this point too. I had pulled the little sunglasses out. And again, I think that blue goes with her shorts really good. And I don't know. They're kind of cute. So You Are, and then My. And then I don't even put the date, you guys. I probably should have, but I didn't. I'm terrible. This turns out so cute, though. I'm not going to lie. It's one of those things, like, sometimes, I get something in my head. Do you do this? You have a design in your head, and sometimes it goes really, really well, and sometimes it doesn't go as well as you would hope. This one went really, really well. I was kind of happy with it. I think it's unique and different, and I love all the little parts and pieces and stuff like that. So I'm gluing down my little glasses. I think I've already glued down my little tees there. I did use my little glossy stuff. I got scared about it from last time, but I was able to overcome my fear, and I used it again. I tried to use Nuvo glue, and I didn't like how that was going to look, so I changed my mind. So, and there we go. That's our layout, you guys. What do you think? I got the frazzles on there. I got the acrylics on there. I got my little flowers. Isn't that cute? I love this little layout. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you check out the links below. We do have a Facebook group for Color Rush Studio. There's obviously the website. You can go poke around. She has a la carte items. It is a monthly kit club, but you can still pick up some stuff, acrylics and even older kits and stuff like that a la carte. So be sure to use Christine's tip when you do that. And